Nobody is coming to save you. Build your own way out. Let me ask you something. If your life stayed exactly the same for the next 5 years, would you be happy with where you end up? Think about that for a second. Same habits, same excuses, same distractions, same routine. 5 years from now, what would your life look like? Because here's a truth most people don't want to hear. Nobody is coming to save you. I know. That's not exactly the motivational message you expected. But stay with me, because this isn't bad news. It's actually the opposite. It's freedom. The moment you realize nobody is coming to rescue you, you stop waiting. And when you stop waiting, you can finally start building. Maybe you're stuck in a job you hate. Maybe you're struggling with money. Maybe you've got a dream you've been thinking about for years. You keep telling yourself, I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll work harder. Tomorrow I'll exercise. Tomorrow I'll learn that skill. Tomorrow I'll start the business. Tomorrow I'll finally get serious. But here's the problem. Tomorrow has a way of becoming next week. Next week becomes next month. And suddenly, another year is gone. Have you ever looked back and thought, where did the time go? That's the scary part. Time doesn't stop while you're figuring things out. The clock keeps moving. Your opportunities change. Your responsibilities grow. And the life you keep saying you want stays exactly where it is. Not because you're incapable, but because you're waiting. Waiting for motivation. Waiting for money. Waiting for confidence. Waiting for the perfect opportunity. Waiting for someone to help you. But what if you stopped waiting? What if you looked at your situation and said, okay, this is where I am. I may not like it, but I'm going to do something about it. That's where everything changes. Not when your circumstances change. When you change your response to them. Maybe you don't have money. Fine. Start with what you have. Maybe you don't have connections. Build them. Maybe you don't have experience. Learn. Maybe you're scared. Do it scared. You don't need to know every step. You just need to know the next one. And here's where most people get stuck. They think they need motivation first. They don't. Because motivation feels great. Until it disappears. And it will disappear. Some mornings you'll wake up ready to conquer the world. Other mornings? You won't even want to get out of bed. That's normal. So don't build your life around motivation. Build it around discipline. Discipline is getting up when you don't feel like it. Is studying when nobody is watching. Is saving money when everyone around you is spending. It's going to the gym when you'd rather stay on the couch. It's working on your dream after you've already worked 8 hours. And sometimes, it's continuing even when absolutely nothing seems to be happening. That's the part nobody talks about. The beginning is usually boring. You learn a skill. Nobody notices. You save your first $100. Nobody cares. You start exercising. Nobody compliments you. You launch something. Nobody buys it. And you start wondering, is any of this actually working? Yes, it is. You just can't see it yet. Think about a seed. You put it in the ground. For days, nothing happens. You could look at that soil and think, nothing is happening. But underneath the surface, something is growing. That's what your work looks like in the beginning. Invisible, quiet, unexciting. But every workout matters. Every dollar saved matters. Every page you read matters. Every skill you learn matters. Every time you choose your goal over another hour of scrolling, you are becoming someone different. And then one day, people notice. Suddenly you're more confident. You're healthier. You're better with money. You have skills you didn't have before. You're taking opportunities you once would have been too afraid to take. And someone might even ask you, how did you change so much? They won't see the early mornings. They won't see the failed attempts. They won't see the nights you wanted to quit. They'll only see the result. But you'll know. You built it. One decision at a time. That's how you build your way out. Not with one massive breakthrough. With small wins. One habit. One skill. $1 saved. One workout. One difficult conversation. 1 hour spent building instead of scrolling. Then another. And another. Until your life starts looking completely different. Now imagine yourself 1 year from today. Not 5 years. Just one. Imagine you actually followed through. You learned the skill. You got healthier. You saved money. You started the project. You stopped wasting so much time. You kept the promises you made to yourself. How would that version of you feel? Proud? Confident? Free? Now ask yourself something else. What would happen if you did nothing? If you kept the same habits? Same distractions? Same excuses? Same I'll start tomorrow? Where would you be? That's the choice you're making right now. Whether you realize it or not. Every day you're voting for the person you're becoming. Every decision is a vote. Scroll for another hour? That's a vote. Go for the workout? That's a vote. Spend everything? That's a vote. Save a little? That's a vote. Give up? That's a vote. Try again? That's a vote. And eventually, those votes become your life. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. There isn't one. Stop waiting until you're confident. Confidence comes from doing. Stop waiting until you're ready. You become ready by starting. And stop waiting for someone to save you. Because maybe, the person you've been waiting for is you. You don't need permission. You don't need perfect circumstances. You don't need to have your entire life figured out. You need one decision. Start. Start with something small. Wake up a little earlier. Put the phone away. Learn something valuable. Exercise. Save some money. Apply for that job. Start that project. Make that call. Have that difficult conversation. Whatever you've been avoiding, take the first step. Then tomorrow, take another. Because your future isn't created in one dramatic moment. It's built quietly, day after day, when nobody is watching. And one day you'll look back at this version of yourself. You'll remember how uncertain you felt, how scared you were, how badly you wanted things to change. And you'll have two possible thoughts. Why didn't I start sooner? Thank God I started. Which one will you choose? Because 5 years from now, your future self is going to live with the decisions you're making today. So make them count. Nobody is coming to save you. But here's the good news. You don't need saving. You need action. You need discipline. You need to believe that your current situation is not your final destination. You can build something better. Slowly. Quietly. One day at a time. So don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for Monday. Don't wait for the perfect opportunity. Start today. Because your future isn't waiting somewhere in the distance. You're building it right now. And before you leave this video, do one thing. Just one. Think about the goal you've been putting off. The one you've been saying you'll start someday. Now decide what the smallest possible first step is. And do it today. Not tomorrow. Today. If this video gave you even a little push, subscribe to the Growth Code. We're not here to chase motivation for one day. We're here to build discipline, build confidence, build a stronger mindset, and build a better life, one day at a time. So remember this, nobody is coming to save you. And that's okay, because you can start building your own way out. Start today. Your future self will thank you.